What if I told you that your hard earned tax dollars are funding elite oligarchs that are running countries and that are taking that money to actually overthrow other countries and then rape those other countries of its resources using your tax dollars and then making profits monetizing those resources of the other country, still using your tax dollars, the ultimate double dip, and that you and I will never see a stinking penny of any of those profits. But yet they keep saying, we are going to do this and we are going to make so much money and we are going to get this oil. Who in the hell is we? Where's my check? Cut the check. I don't see a check coming. That's what I'm talking about tonight. Let's see who's in the live chat. Let's see who's in the live chat tonight. What's going on? They call me Four Souls, Backwoods, Real One, Life Force. What's up? What's up, Heather? Player 2222. All right. What's going on? Knowledge is everything. Yo, listen. This is crazy. What's up, Total Ram? Let's see who's on Instagram. I'm on X, Instagram, Facebook. I'm on YouTube. What's going on, y'all? We got Rich Loop, Most Def, April, Kev, Michael, Reggie. What's going on? All right. Listen, this is crazy. We have the ultimate double dip going on again. And they're utilizing our tax dollars to fund the whole thing. And this isn't the first time this has happened. It just keeps happening. And we keep accepting it and we keep allowing it to happen. Literally, we keep allowing it to happen. The working man, and that includes me. See, one thing I learned about the levels that there are in wealth, you have the oligarch level, that's $300-400 billion level. You have these people that control hundreds of billions and sometimes even trillions of dollars. You have people that can actually control the GDP of a country based on a tweet. That's oligarch level. You have the Fortune 500 level, and then beneath that you have, medium to small businesses, entrepreneurs, independent contractors, and employees of companies. So I fall in that lower area. However, the taxes that we all pay are going to fund private wars. And this particular one is a little bit elusive. So yes, it's about the oil, but there's even a bigger agenda than what you can even imagine. And I'm going to break that down tonight. So make sure you can click that like button. Make sure you share the video. If this is your first time coming on my platform, wherever you're watching, please subscribe. If you're on X or Instagram and you want to come over to the bigger screen and watch this on YouTube, pull it up on your TV or whatever, your laptop or your computer, come on over to the Forbidden Knowledge Podcast on YouTube. I'm here right now. We are live. We are live. Now, this thing here is crazy. I wake up this morning and I get this across my news feed and I'm going, what in the hell is going on? More tax dollars being stolen for oligarchs in $10,000 suits to enrich themselves and build their family legacies even more. Again, the ultimate double dip. They won't even take their own money to fund these proxy wars. They want to use our money. They love using our money to fund these proxy wars. Now, keep this in mind. The American people are supposed to be in charge of what the government does. We should have complete oversight of all decisions being made. There should be congressional oversight. There should be Senate oversight. there should be many more people weighing in on ultimate decisions to do things with our money. Now, I can relate to the working man because me today, right now, as this moment that I speak, I'm still working 16, sometimes 18 hours a day. And anyone who's followed my accounts and my pages know that's an absolute fact. And you've seen me do it for over 15 years. I work myself to the bone. And there are many people out there working just as hard as me or harder. I'm talking about some people out there working the same amount of hours I'm working with back-breaking labor, 2 and 3 jobs to make ends meet. And a third of that money is going over to these clowns without our permission. Not one person hit me on my pipe and said, hey, man, you mind if we take that money and send it across so we can fund this little proxy war right quick and make some money off the sweat of your back? Ain't nobody hit me on this phone and say, hey, man, what's going on? Let me get your approval on this. Did you get an email or a text message? They have our cell phone numbers. They can just text us. They have the Amber Alert system. They can send out an Amber Alert and ask us a question, and we can actually reply through Amber Alert, and we can send back a response. We can send back an instantaneous vote. No need to go to the voting booth. No need to stand in any long lines. Send us an Amber Alert, a two-way Amber Alert, and let us respond right from our device. You get an answer instantaneously, just like that. The people said, no, sorry, we can't do it. Just like that. It's so easy. It's too easy, actually. I remember the first time that Trump was making a reference to Venezuela. Check this out. This is funny.
I left, Venezuela was ready to collapse. We would have. How about we're buying oil from Venezuela? When I left, Venezuela was ready to collapse. We would have taken it over. We would have gotten all that oil. It would have been right next door. But now we're buying oil from Venezuela, so we're making a dictator very rich. Can you believe this? Nobody can believe it. You know where the oil, their oil is garbage. It's horrible. The worst you can get, tar. It's like tar. And to refine it, you need special plants. And these people.
To refine it, you need special plants. And then all of a sudden, today, you wake up.
Amor. Ay, no. Mira eso. Mira eso.
So they go in there and they snatch the president and his wife. Now, was the president of Venezuela a dictator doing some crazy, heinous stuff? Yes, I agree with that 1,000%. Facts are absolute, undeniable facts. In another country, though, completely separate from America. But there's another hidden agenda there, obviously. And that hidden agenda is really a lot about the resources and something else that I'm going to share with you that nobody sees. But I see it. I see exactly what they're up to, just like I've been seeing everything and predicting everything for 15 years. I have another major prediction. So this is what's going on. Taking the tax dollars, they're going to bring democracy to Venezuela. Now, are the people of Venezuela happy that this happened? At this moment, they are. At this moment, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are very happy that this happened. And hey, I get it. You're under a tough regime. What I don't get is nobody hit my phone and asked me my opinion on this. Nobody said to me, hey, Mr. Carson, is okay we take some of the money you gave us in taxes to fund this proxy war. That's what I have a problem with. Because as far as I can remember, the people in Hawaii, the people in North Carolina, and the people in California are still homeless. As far as I can remember, our kids are still drinking out of lead pipes all across the United States. It wasn't just Flint, Michigan. It's damn near 90% of the United States, poisoning our kids' brains. As far as I can remember, there is still asbestos in about a third of the buildings across this United States, most of those educational buildings where our kids have to attend school. As far as I can remember, we have a failing infrastructure in this country. Bridges are falling apart. Buildings and structures are collapsing and falling apart. Cities need help and assistance. We have homeless veterans all over the place, and we have 28 veterans committing unalivings every single day since 2001. Over 350,000 unalivings by former military officers inside the USA. And yet, we're now going to go and take over, according to the newest report I read, we're going to take over Venezuela now. We're going to take over another country because they need our help, because we got to bring democracy. Whenever we say we're bringing democracy, it usually means we're going to turn your country into dust and install a puppet dictator. Somebody that's going to play the game and do exactly what we tell them to do. And what they're getting ready to do, obviously, is going to get that crude oil that nobody wants except for us. Well, they're going to go get that crude oil. And this is really tricky territory that they're in right now. They're operating really right beyond the gray. Right beyond the gray, okay? You know that over the past year, the Trump administration had been significantly escalating military operations against what they call narco terrorists and allegedly, drug smugglers linked to Venezuela. We know that they've been blowing up those fishing boats and those speed boats. We know that I've seen the video where several wives of some of the men that were fishermen, especially the one scene where the fishermen were actually had the fishing poles and everything, and they were stranded in the water. Some of them didn't unalive from the strike, from the drone strike. But then guess what? They struck them again with another missile while they were in the water holding on to debris. And these were just basic fathers trying to come home with food for their family. These, again, are, in my opinion, illegal war crimes. And these operations, I think they called it, it was Operation Southern Spear. It involved continuous repeated airstrikes. Supposedly, these people on these little tiny boats were going to bring all this dope to America from Venezuela. I would like to see what type of engines those boats have, because I'm really curious to figure out how they were going to get all the way over here with that dope. Because that's one hell of a damn fuel efficient engine, and we should be reproducing that and selling it like hotcakes. So they committed dozens of unalivings via these strikes, not just 2, not just 3, they committed dozens of them. So this was the whole prep to warm up to where we are now.